Let me start. This is how I coped with Wii Sports Baseball and how it somehow paid off in the end. So, let me set the scene. It's 6th grade, okay? And it's like second half of the year, okay? And honestly, I had this crush, okay? And we talked, we were friends, okay? However, at some point towards the end of the school year, she gets a boyfriend, okay? It's 6th grade, so honestly, it's literally nothing. But I'm in 6th grade. I don't know that. And so I become depressed, okay? But it's also kind of funny because in 6th grade, I was like every other like white kid, okay? I didn't wear the darkest clothes. I wore like the Nike Elite neon socks and crap, okay? Everyone knows it. Everyone knew the at least one kid that wore the neon freaking Nike Elite socks. I didn't have specifically Nike Elite socks, but I did have neon freaking socks that went up to like my knee, okay? It is the drip. Anyways, so I am depressed, and for some reason, I don't know why, but the one thing I used as the coping mechanism, I was like, what if I'm gonna play Wii Sports Baseball, and I just want to freaking throw my arm out, okay? I'm like in 6th grade, I'm depressed, I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna throw the hardest freaking pitches I can. And I even have a form. I don't have a Wii remote. Do I have a Wii remote in here? I do, okay? And I can even show, okay? There's a form to this. Because in Wii Sports Baseball, you can't do this. This is absolutely garbage pitching form. Okay, this is how you throw a 70-mile-an-hour fastball. In order to get an insane pitch, you have to like hold the Wii remote. You have to almost like throw a punch. It's almost like throwing a punch. You have to do like that. And so I was like, I'm gonna throw my arm. I'm gonna keep doing this, keep doing that, and throw like 94-mile-an-hour fastballs. And of course, coming along with throwing these pitches and whatnot, there ends up being like I also just get insanely good at batting and whatnot. And so for like at least 2 weeks, I'm just playing. And I'd show up to school, my shoulder would be sore all the time. Because that was my goal was I was trying to get my freaking shoulder sore. Because for some reason, not only was it like a coping mechanism, but it also made me feel like I was actually working out. Even though realistically speaking, I'm like gonna give myself like tear a muscle or something. Because there were days where I would still have a sore shoulder and I'd still try throwing pitches and like almost kill my arm. Eventually, the school year ends, okay? And I stopped playing Wii Sports Baseball. But the grind had already finished, okay? I was already like hitting insane home runs, throwing like 96. I think the highest you can throw is like, I don't know, you can throw insanely high, but I don't know if it's humanly possible. I think the highest I've ever got was like 94. Even then, even after that, I enjoyed it so much that even like 7th grade and whatnot, I would play Wii Sports Baseball on occasion and just throw out my arm. All because of the incident in 6th grade. But then 8th grade comes around, and I'm in like a small school, so everyone knows each other. And one of the kids is having a Halloween party. And after trick-or-treating and whatnot, we all eventually get into the basement. And I think he has a pool table and whatnot. And in 8th grade, I had a teacher that had a pool table, which was super fun. That's a story for another day. But I'm like looking for something to do. And I stumble upon his Wii that's like under his TV. And I see this Wii. And then I IRL light bulb, goes off. I'm like, I'm going to get people to play Wii Sports Baseball so I can show people how good I am at this game and have an ego boost. So I scramble. I look for the Wii Sports. I think I eventually find it. I'm trying to find my phone because I think I might have I have some pictures on Snapchat of it. But I have to like absolutely scroll to, what is it, October 2018? Okay, all these pictures are absolutely garbage. I'm trying to... Okay, I do have one thing that I can sort of show. But, okay, eventually I find the Wii Sports game. And I'm like, who wants to play me? Somebody, I don't know, remember. I only remember 2 people I played. But I played 3 people, or 4 people. 4 people according to this Snapchat story. Okay? And so, the first person, and I don't know when the last time I played Wii Sports Baseball up to this point, but it takes me a bit to get warmed up. And by a bit, I mean like 1 inning, okay? By the 2nd inning, I am literally hitting like 10 home runs in a row. Because the thing is, with Wii Sports Baseball, you can throw 1, 2, 3, 4 different pitches. Screwball, curveball, splitter, and fastball. Okay? Most people don't know that. Most people just think it's a fastball, and that's it. The thing is, the most broken pitch is the splitter. where if you barely play any Wii Sports baseball, that pitch is broken. It's always a ball. However, not everyone knows that, and so they always swing, and it's a strike. And so I hit like 10 home runs in a row, and then I start striking them out like bam, 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 bam. Next thing you know, I win the first game. I like kill the person. Okay, that's the first victim. But the thing is I haven't shown my strength enough. People still think that I just freaking farmed just somebody who would not play the game for it, and they think they're still better than me. So the second person comes up. Okay, the second victim comes up. Okay, after I decimated this first one, I remember. Second person comes up. Okay, next thing you know, bam, 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 home run, home run, home run, home run, home run. I had never played these people before, but it's like in Smash Bros. Okay, there's neutral, which is when both players are fighting for stage, and eventually you hit like a person, you hit the person, and they're in disadvantage or whatever. Okay, like the first like 5 pitches were like neutral for me. Okay, I'm feeling out my opponent. The second I got that pitching rhythm down, I was lit. It was just home run after home run after home run. And the same exact thing happens for 2 more people. I play 4 people before everyone at the party realizes that there is no reason to play me. But that's not the best part, because apparently, according to the Snapchat story, I pulled a muscle at some point. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, it was a toe cramp. Because everyone knows where if you clench your toe, okay, if you clench your toe, like for some reason, the muscle will cramp, and it is the most painful thing in the world. But apparently, according to Snapchat, I don't even know if you guys can see it, okay? I just want to make sure it doesn't leak anything, okay? Okay? It says, quote, this is from 2018. I'm a fucking beast at Wii Sports Baseball. I scored 32 points in 4 games, and I went 4-0. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Then it says, I also pulled a muscle playing so. That is apparently the only good evidence. I literally, okay? I got so depressed in 6th grade that I went on to literally average 8 points a game in Wii Sports Baseball. And then after that, at that point, I literally retired. After I beat the 4th person, I was like, okay, no one wants to play me anymore. Everyone can start playing each other. And then everyone else was having a great time. They were playing each other in Wii Sports Baseball and whatnot. I just farmed a couple people, but whatever. And that's basically the story of how I used Wii Sports Baseball as a coping mechanism, and then how I used it to become the cool kid at a party, because I just farmed everyone in Wii Sports Baseball. I really did get so depressed that I literally used Wii Sports Baseball as a coping mechanism. And I don't know if there's anything that's ever come close to that. I don't think I've ever gotten that set in a while. Right. I have so many stories of me just like farming everyone at my school in video games because I was just no life stuff. But I don't know.